So far, there you can see what's actually happening. We're gonna have a game human against undead on Terenas stand. I think the score is still 0-0. I don't want to lose any more breath and words to talk about stuff instead of like jumping into the game and talking about the game. I'm gonna disable the webcam because I think like sometimes if you want to see commentary, it's kind of disturbing to see the webcam within the game. So we're just gonna jump into this game and let's introduce the players real quick. And as I see it, we don't have the scoreboard. There we go. And this time it's Sock against Krav. Krav, I think he's a Russian undead player. As you can see it right now, spawning in the pink color at the left-hand side here of Terenas stand. He gets a graveyard crypt. This is pretty damn fast, I have to say. He's skipping on the altar and no early altar for him. Score so far should be 0-0. Happy is also asking for that. Acolyte is going out to build the Altar of Darkness right now. So it will be an early Fiend, late DK build. Or is it 1-0 for Sok? Could be the case. We're gonna figure it out in a second. So Sok on the other side, South Korean human player in the blue color here. Right hand side on Terenas stand. A human player map that is like at least to some degree favored in that matchup for the human race. And we probably gonna see an Archmage. Yep, no Mountain King for him, no crazy shenanigans. So it will be the first hero of pretty much every single human player there is out there. Besides the few crazy ones that still haven't learned the lesson that it's not worth it to play Mountain King on maps like Terenas stand. I'm gonna disable the music right now. There we go. All good, all safe. And this is like really odd, to say the least. Like, to have that super late Altar of Darkness. Maybe this is even a Tavern hero, because we do not see any Fiends coming out yet. He also delayed the Ziggurat. He's now getting a Tomb of Relics in the far back of his base. Or maybe something like... I don't want to get like too far and too out of the box, so it will be DK Fiends. I thought about a Crypt Lord at some point, but this would be like super nonsense, crazy, slash cheesy. But yeah, he sticks to the guns, he sticks to his DK. The DK just got started while the Archmage is already done. No fast build for the human player. This is a normal kind of setup, and he will have all the time in the world to get at least up to level 2.5 before the DK is out on the field and gather the first experience points for himself. In the meantime, we see that one of the footmen of Sok arrives in the main base of Krav, checking out what's happening here, sees the second Ziggurat. He wants to surround with the Acolytes. Nice attempt, but in the end failed. Wasted some more mining time. Not a biggie, 110 gold difference for the two players. 5 peasants are being sent back. Malicious did the fair job of creeping that. He keeps one of them here to construct another farm to have access to the laboratory later for scans or even for like the shredder that he can hire later in the night. So we have 2 Fiends already out on the field for the undead player. Krav sends out one of his Fiends here to chase away or drive away that one footman that wants to gather a few more scouting informations. And he is not going for coil first, he goes for the Unholy Aura, speeds up his creeping a little bit, while in the meantime we have Sok on the other hand, on the bottom half here of Terenas stand, going for his natural expansion creep spot with the Renegade Wizard level 5. And he's now going for that one. Water Elemental tanks up the damage from the 2 Enforcers. Now 1 Enforcer is attacking the Militia, and he does quite some damage here. Loses 1 Militia, almost loses 1 Militia to the creeps. The very last second switches the aggro by attacking himself. Too much experience is pretty much the nuts, and he finds himself the Flute of Accuracy, which is amazing, together with the level 2 Water Elementals that he just got on his level 3 Archmage. So we have plus 4 damage on the Water Elemental. We have plus 6 damage in total on the Archmage. In the meantime, DK finally arrived at level 2. We do not see attack yet coming out of the undead player. That one footman is still sitting tight here at the main base of the undead, checking out what's happening, not seeing any aggression coming out. And we do see an attack upgrade coming. So this is somewhat of an all-in strategy. I didn't see that he sold his town portal, but now I realize that. Skull, sacrificial skull is being bought. With that, he can use it on the ground to turn it into undead ground, or blight as it's called here in Warcraft. And with that blight, you will get additional regeneration going for your units as well as the hero. Together with the Unholy Aura, a pretty nice thing to have. And he's going for the push. He brings the ghouls, he takes his Fiends, he could surround the Archmage. Archmage running into the surround. There is a Staff of Teleportation, he uses that one immediately, takes some damage here. Still 290 mana on that Archmage, spending it on another Water Elemental. There it is, this is the Sacrificial Skull. Now you see the Undead Blight here. And with that, he wants to take the fight, sends the ghouls and the skeletons into the gold line. 4 fiends should be enough. There's no defense yet, I feel, for the human player, and fiends are really strong, especially with the 1 attack upgrade. DK needs to be careful. There's no town portal. If he gets surrounded, that would be the end for the first hero and probably for the entire match here on Terenas stand. Also needs to micro his ghouls there. One of the ghouls is fairly low. Archmage is also being focused. He still got a town portal. Plenty of coils can be used on this DK here. Uses another one. Now he should use the rod. He still got 4 charges and is not using it. And the Water Elemental is taking care of the ghouls. 1 ghoul already died. The fiends are microed pretty well here by Krav. And on the other hand, the Archmage is kind of low. Water Elemental is still doing quite some damage. Militia duration is now off and he needs to focus the Water Elemental. As soon as they are gone, he's in a pretty fantastic spot. That ghoul not being coiled in time. 5 fiends so far. 6 fiend is probably coming right now. It's now finally also focusing the footman, and you can see the damage output on the underside is ridiculous at this point. Splits his forces now. Kinda odd. Arcane Tower just being started. How many fiends do we see? This fiend is being microed. We do not see backpack yet, and he gets 3 more ghouls. He realizes that the amount of ghouls is not enough to support this push. Oh, if that footman dies to the skeletons, he will be level 3, but it doesn't seem that the skeletons will finish that one off. They're just idling there a little bit. And this might be the first mistake. There's only 1 coil left, and it's a level 1 coil. No defense yet for the human player. You can see how they suffer here from the fiend shots. So much damage going towards the units here of the human player, and Sock wants to hang in. 44 supply is not taking yet. A bunch of footmen, super low HP, all being microed to the main base. It's now healing them up. Really well done there by Sock. The Arcane Tower is about to be done. It's now done. Level 3 for the DK, as I've stated it earlier. Needs to get out of there ASAP. Militias are coming, but only 3 militias. What can they really do? The forces are dwindling here for the human player. A Shredder is coming to the field. That's a nice addition for him, of course. A lot of damage being dealt by that Shredder, up to 61 melee damage coming out per hit. Now all the footmen that are regenerating coming back to the party. Nice block there with the skeleton. Is now going to snipe the Shredder, and this is an expensive one. This one dies here. Well done. Arcane Tower is done though. A lot of workers here at the expansion. You can see it here. All of them are on the wood department, while in the meantime he can only call 4 militias, cannot get a Shredder, and the tech is super delayed. Do we have a tech for the undead? Yes, he's finally starting to tech with 3 ghouls on wood and 2 more fiends being banked inside his main base. And with that backpack upgrade, he could have gotten like a few more Rod of Necromancy and just keep the pressure up here on the human player, because he's still on 2 gold mines against the 1 gold mine of the undead. Denies the Water Elemental now. On the other side, Krav is killing 1 peasant. Level 3 against almost level 5 Archmage. Almost level 4 Archmage, excuse me. That Water Elemental is kind of free experience if he gets that one. Yep, this time he gets it, no deny. Seems like Sock is in a little bit of trouble. Is now also starting his tech. He earlier scanned, so he realized that his opponent is not all in anymore and that he is teching. So this gives him some time to also start his own tech. And now with the defense upgrade kicking in on the footmen, this is a hell lot stronger than it was before. Footmen are barely taking any damage, and they are also returning the favor. The fiend shots can be like reflected, which is amazing. Almost surrounding one of the fiends. DK still without a town portal, so he still needs to be careful. Fiends are taking a shot here at the footman. How many coils do we have? Still 2 more coils almost. So well done by Krav, not losing all too much. I think he lost the 2 ghouls that he got earlier, but that's pretty much it. He upgrades the Spirit Tower, got 700 gold, plenty of wood, and now needs to take a fight in his main base. Brings the ghouls to the party. The ghouls, of course, amazing. They do not care about the defense, but in the meantime, he should get the Rod of Necromancy. He got plenty of skeletons around the graveyard that he can use. 1 defense upgrade is being upgraded here as well for the fiends. That 1 ghoul is not being microed all that well. Level 4 for the Archmage now. Level 2 Brilliance Aura just spells more trouble for the undead. Of course, more water elementals are arriving at the battlefield. And now we can see that this fiend is probably hiring a Zeppelin to micro the fiends a little easier. There we go. Nice micro there. Nice thinking process. And now he forces the human player to town portal out. In the meantime, 1 more ghoul died here in the main base. That 1 footman should die. Yeah, 2 shots of the fiends should be enough. 1 shot was actually enough already. Gets more and more ghouls, realizing that he is definitely a problem in terms of lumber. And now he also gets the shredder on top of that. We see the attack upgrade as well as the defense upgrade for the melee units of the human race is kicking in here slowly at the blacksmith. Heals up all his forces. Is now going to creep the goblin merchant to have the access to the heal scroll, invo potion, and even a town portal if he wants to. And yeah, the Zeppelin seems to be a nice addition with that push. Lich is coming, no slaughterhouse yet, and Krav is not giving up yet. 1,600 gold at one point for the human player. So Sok did pretty well for himself, despite the fact that he was against an all-in strategy. He's now even upgrading to tier 3 without, before he gets his second hero. Fiends are now going at the expansion. I'm not sure if the DK got a town pole. No, he doesn't. He only got a mana potion. Coil on the Archmage immediately. There is a Zeppelin on the field to save the Archmage if it gets dicey. Yeah, gets the Zeppelin safe on both sides. Water Elemental attacking the Zeppelin already from Krav. So the undead player is slowly losing HP on his Zeppelin. Needs to be careful if he wants to keep that one in the game. Lich is now coming from the main base. Will take some time until he arrives. Level 2 aura that should be. Or is he not going for the level 2 aura yet? It's still a level 1 unholy aura. Yep, and it stays on level 1. Slaughterhouse is coming. 49 supply already for the undead. I wouldn't be surprised to see another attack upgrade kicking in. Or maybe even a sacrificial pit to later go into frostworms. So now the Lich is coming. That is probably Nova. I don't think that this should be frost armor. Triple workshop. So this spells tanks and the Mountain King as a second hero. Sok is doing pretty much everything that he can do at this point. Just buying some more time. Go to tier 3. Get a second hero. Get all the infrastructure that you need to provide your tech. And also to fuel the engine of your economy. To be ready as soon as you arrive at tier 3. Not going into upkeep. So really well done so far. No orb of corruption yet. Because the under player is not tier 3. Militias are coming. Footmen are doing a really good job here. And now the DK needs to be careful. Mountain King is coming. The surround is already there. Zeppelin is flying in to save him. Saves him for now. Needs to drop him out. And beautifully done there. Last minute delivery. Oh, but in the meantime he loses 2 fiends. So it wasn't really worth it in the end. And it seems like Sok is stabilizing. 2,000 gold that he can spend in a second. Tier 3 should about to be done. Yes, and we see the ivory, the masonry upgrade is coming to get some more armor on all his buildings. Gunpowder upgrade is starting. Triple workshop is ready to produce some tanks, but he's not using it yet. It's kind of odd that he never went for the borrow upgrade for his fiends. Or he just didn't use it. I'm not so sure about it. Almost tier 3 for the undead as well. Brings the ghouls to the party yet again. The Lich is the target of choice here. Ghouls need to be careful. The water elementals do so much damage with the Flute of Accuracy. Archmage gets closer and closer to level 5. This time for real. Mountain King is now the prime target. Survives. 3 ghouls are dead again. And it doesn't look any good for the Russian player here in this game. Sok is playing this very well. Mountain King stays alive in the far back. There's still another Nova. Not sure why he's not using that one. Now the Archmage will be focused. No more coil available. Actually, he could have used the mana potion. And there is borrow. And he uses it just now. Tier 3 for the undead. 43 supply against the 57 supply. Yeah, this is three tanks coming. A paladin is coming. Double gold mine against only 1. Statue arrives. Orb of Corruption. Another sacrificial skull. This time probably for defensive purposes. Maybe he wants to construct an expansion here. Needs to be careful with the lightning shield though. That DK also gets super close to level 5 already. So 14 minutes into the game. We have seen an all-in strat. We have seen an expansion by the human player who is now trying to expand for a second expansion at the top half here on Terenas stand. Kinda greedy, but on the other hand, if this goes unscouted, he might be in the Wonderland, just producing tanks. We do not see... No, there are no ghouls, and there is no meat wagon to take care of the aggression that is coming to his main base. Another player is now engaging on the human. Fiends are being attacked and bolted. With the Orb of Corruption, he can finally take care of the footman. DK uses that mana potion. He should... Yeah, beautifully done, but there should also be a scan in a second. The Paladin is the target of choice. That one dies. Fiend stays alive. Destroyer takes some hits here on the Water Elementals, as well as dispelling it, and now he can easily take them out. But in the meantime, look at this. The Frost Tower is already gone. The main base is the next target. There is no expansion constructed yet, and yeah, that Shredder alone cannot do the trick. Meatwagon is in the middle of everything. In the meantime, he's constructing that expansion, so he's kind of forcing the underplayer to stay here and take care of the towers, or we're gonna see a third gold mine for the human player being used. So, that one destroyer, please, mate. Thank you very much. Takes care of that one in the very last second. Kills that one. Now needs to get back, but we already see that the Black Citadel is gone. Tier 3 main building for the undead player. Not part of the equation anymore. Shredder kills one tank, but 2 tanks remain with 2 upgrades in gunpowder already. What the hell? How far did that go? And he's even going for the 3rd attack upgrade here. Gunpowder. Tanks are doing a crazy job together with the Flute of Accuracy, even providing some more damage. And now we're gonna see the Acolytes are trying to surround the tank, but the tank is still able to attack the Nerubian Tower. The Destroyer cleaned off all the towers. 1,500 gold remains for the human, but this is definitely not enough for the undead player to come back into that game. He is about to lose pretty much everything in his main base, down to 3 gold here at this point. And yeah, Krav should think about what he wants to do with the rest of his Sunday. Maybe he just wants to have dinner with the family and kids and whatever. So he should definitely think about it at this point. There's nothing to get in this game any further. So Sock is not losing any time. He gets a few more tanks. Is creeping his 3rd and 2nd hero. Paladin is being attacked. Staff of Preservation is ready, but the Archmage is exposed without a Town Portal. So that could get like a little scary there. Close enough to his town hall to get there in time. That expansion attempt seems to be denied for now. Slaughterhouse died, Graveyard died, Crypt died, Necropolis died. Everything is dead. That's really unfortunate. Boots of Speed as well as the Potion of Lesser Invulnerability being bought here by Sock. And yeah, in case you're wondering, this is the real 16:9 that I'm using here. And this is also the reason why we see a little bit more than you usually see. Come on, mate. Come on. Get out of this game. So we have a few questions in chat. Shouldn't you practice 24/7 for Todd's tournament? Nebu SV, absolutely not, because I don't really care about the outcome. I will just take part because I like Todd and I like the idea of that tournament, but I don't think that I will take it like any seriously. I will not practice for it all that much. Maybe I will do like 1 or 2 days of practice, but that's pretty much it. I'm not really hyped about it. I like that the tournament is set into play. I like that all the milestones got achieved, but beside that, like, let's be real. I won't go full tryhard to win that tournament. So Sock is going to try to create another expansion here.
A town is under siege.
DK and Lynch on the hunt. Think you could beat Todd in a human mirror? Lol, 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 lol. I have even beaten Todd in a human mirror when he was in his prime shape.
A player's forces are under attack.
That Lich should probably die and end this game in a good fashion. You can link the bracket if you use the command !grid. Then you can check for yourself who is playing there. We're gonna check the grid as soon as the game is over. This game shouldn't take any longer. Tanks are going at it. 3 attack upgrade, 2 defense upgrade on the tanks.
A player's forces are under attack.
Damn, son. And there's another expansion coming with more and more towers. DK is now being focused, bolted.
A town is under siege.
More damage going its way. Tanks doing a great job of killing all the buildings in the main base. Come on, kill that hero, please. Then it's over. Please. Wow. Wow, there's another coil. No, the game continues. Please, Sock, what are you doing? Wow, mate. That Archmage doesn't have a town portal. But there's a Staff of Preservation on the Mountain King. If we've learned one lesson in this game, then it is that Krav got good micro sometimes, and that he calls GG! Oh, GG! So guys, this was the first match of today that I commented, but it's definitely not the